This example demonstrates standard limb leads on the patient. The configuration provides electrical images on the frontal plane. The standard limb leads are bipolar, indicating detection of electrical potentials between 2 points. Standard leads are comprised of 3 configurations: lead 1, lead 2, and lead 3. These are represented by looking at the model: standard 1 lead, standard 2 lead, and standard 3. In this image, lead 1 measures right arm to left arm, lead 2 measures right arm to left leg, and lead 3 measures left arm to left leg. Notice the leads remain in the same anatomical position. If we simply change the polarity or electrical charge of each lead, the viewer's perspective can be changed. As an example, to change the view from lead 1, where the right arm lead is negatively charged and the left arm is positively charged, we simply change the polarity. Let's change the configuration to lead 2. We now make the left leg lead positive, and of course the right arm lead remains negative. By changing the polarity, we can view the frontal plane of the heart in 3 perspectives with 3 leads. Let's review these perspectives. Lead 1 evaluates the lateral portion of the heart. Lead 2 and lead 3 evaluate the inferior portion or perspectives of the myocardium. Now let's move to the second category, augmented limb leads. This image demonstrates our next configuration, the augmented limb lead. These leads are termed unipolar. Electrical activity is detected at only 1 point. This group is distinguished by letters or acronym AVR, AVL, and AVF. The acronym describes electrode positions on the patient. AVR, or right arm, is located on the patient's right arm. Electrical potential is measured at 1 point versus bipolar lead configuration, which has 2. AVR will not be a significant limb lead in this module. However, it is used in more advanced components of electrocardiography. AVL, or left arm. AVL means augmented voltage left and is placed on the patient's left arm. Electrical potential is measured in the lateral portion of the myocardium, here, in this lead. Next, AVF. AVF is augmented voltage foot or left foot or leg. Electrical potential is measured in the inferior portion of the myocardium in this lead. So let's review. This portion of the unipolar horizontal plane leads include AVR. AVR will not be a significant lead for 12-lead interpretation. AVL measures electrical potential in the lateral portion of the myocardium, and AVF, or foot, will provide electrical potential measurement in the inferior portions of the myocardium. Let's move forward to the third and final plane, the precordial leads. The precordial leads are denoted by V1 through V6. These leads are also unipolar, detect at only 1 point, and measure electrical potential in the horizontal plane. The V1 electrode, shown here, is placed on the patient's fourth intercostal space, just right of the sternum. This lead measures electrical potential of the septum. V2. The V2 electrode is placed on the patient's fourth intercostal space, left of the sternum. This lead measures electrical potential of the septum. Therefore, V1 and V2 are associated with septal electrical potential. V3. The V3 electrode is placed on the patient's chest halfway between the V2 and the V4 in the fifth intercostal space. This lead measures electrical potential of the anterior portion of the heart. The V4 electrode is placed on the patient's chest halfway between V2 and V5. As a result, V3 and V4 collectively measure the patient's anterior electrical potential. V5. The V5 electrode is placed on the patient's left anterior axillary line in the fifth intercostal space, and this lead measures electrical potential of the lateral portion of the heart. V6, also shown here. The V6 electrode is placed on the patient's left mid-axillary line in the fifth intercostal space. This lead measures electrical potential of the lateral portion of the heart. As a result, V5 and V6 collectively measure the heart's lateral electrical potential. Let's review. As we conclude this portion of the precordial horizontal plane, let's remember V1 and V2 are the septal regions. V3 and V4 measure anterior portions of the heart, and V5 and V6 measure lateral regions of the myocardium respectively. Before we begin electrical lead placement, we need to discuss the EKG components. Remember, the EKG, 1, shows electrical activity, not mechanical. Number 2, measures electrical potential between various points on the body. 3, the stronger the current, the taller the deflection on the EKG printout itself. And finally, utilizes 12 leads which record different parts of the heart.